Ah, okay.
Yeah, okay, we're here. So, hi everyone. I'm Elizabeth, and I'm here with one of my mastermind clients, Cheryl. And today we're going to talk about her experience in the program and the results that she created through our work, which includes meeting her dream man and now boyfriend. So, hi, Cheryl. Thanks for being here with me and being willing to share your story and your experience. So, to start, could you just introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you? So, where you're from, how old you are, and what you do?
Okay, hi, my name is Cheryl. I'm 36 this year. Um, I'm from Singapore and I'm working as an operations executive, but I've since quit my job and I'm taking a break right now to focus on myself to improve my physical and mental well-being.
Yeah.
So Elizabeth course is one of them.
I love that.
Yeah.
So I asked you to come on because I think the women in my audience will really relate to your story. I know when you came, you were just feeling frustrated with the lack of quality men and men who wanted commitment, who you were meeting.
Yeah.
And now you have met your boyfriend, and I have heard that he is really amazing and just treats you so well. And you're in a
Mhm.
committed relationship with him. And I think that happened like really quickly. So I want to hear more about that in a minute. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, so I want to start with what was going on for you before and around the time that you decided to join the program. So, can you tell us a little bit about what was going on for you? What were your frustrations and challenges just coming into the program?
Yeah, I think for many years I've been doing the online. I mean, I'm a bit jaded doing the online dating thing because I thought that I'm meeting a lot of um this terrible guys like most of them were emotionally unavailable, and I realized that a lot of it is because of my lack of self-worth and insecurity. So what I tended to accept less than I thought I deserved because I thought that yeah, I didn't deserve much. So I got what I accepted, and I was feeling really frustrated because I thought if I don't do something, I will just be alone forever and unhappy. So I wanted to take this step while I have some bandwidth to try to improve my life, and looks like it worked.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So happy for you. I'm curious if there were any like big like aha moments or breakthroughs for you in the course of the program that you can see looking back, or like changes, in you and that changed the course of the rest of it.
I think it's more of a gradual decision just to not like to recognize like when I know that there's red flags when I interact with a guy, and usually I will just accept it, and then it goes to shit. But nowadays I tend to just cut it off earlier.
Mhm.
And the part where you mentioned, I mean, I did tell you about some guys, and then you mentioned that I should not I should not do the casual sex thing, which is very true because it's hard for me to separate feelings in that case.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
interesting. So for you, it was like just gradual tweaks that you were making. I actually
Mm.
talk about this in the program. It's just like taking little things and tweaking
Yeah.
over time.
Yeah.
And all of those pieces that you gathered like ended up with the big result, which I
Mhm.
do want to talk about. Um,
Mhm.
so within a few months of the program, like we're still in the program, you have
Mhm.
met your boyfriend. And I'd love for you to share the story of how you met him and how that happened.
Okay. Somehow it was really unexpected. I met him. I met him as I mean, we were friends at first. So I met him through a board gaming meetup group. So nothing happened until I mean I knew that I liked him as a friend and as a person, but nothing happened until recently. And he tried to get me alone on a date, but it wasn't a date, but it kind of was a date. And I ended up, I think he's yeah, he's quite reserved emotionally, I knew. So I just gave him an in. I just said, I enjoy spending time with you alone. And then after that, the floodgates opened and he started to chase me already. So it was really nice to be chased instead of me having to chase someone.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
one of the big things we worked on, right?
Yeah. Yeah, so it works, and it's so far it's the most healthy relationship that I've had, and it's moving quite fast, but I think it's at a pace that we're both comfortable with, and um yeah, so far it's been really good.
And what's it been like? How has this been different than your other relationships and your other experiences with men and dating?
It feels almost effortless. We know we want to see each other. We see each other almost every day actually, and as friends, and with other friends as well. We have mutual friends, so that makes a difference as well, because the mutual friend thing, like, I don't know, I feel like I trust him more because we have a group of friends, rather than, I meet someone online but I don't know anything about their friends. I've met his family as a friend, so the trust is there already, and then he goes above and beyond to try to make me happy, which I can see in the effort that he does.
Mm.
Yeah, he plans dates, he talks about things, like he talks about relationship things without me bringing it up, so it's very different.
Yeah, yeah. And this is like
Yeah.
always the goal and always what I want to hear. So I'm
Yeah.
so happy that you found that and you're there. You so
Yeah,
deserved that.
thank you. I didn't expect it, really, really, really unexpected.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm
Mm.
also curious in terms of like, because this work doesn't even just apply to dating, but it can change a lot of
Yeah.
things for us and just change how we feel about ourselves. And I'm curious,
Mhm.
have things changed for you in your life or just in yourself or how you feel about yourself at this point and, towards the end of this program?
It definitely, with the way I feel about myself, I feel that I am not, and I always say that I feel that I'm too much or not enough, but with him I feel that I'm not. I really don't ask for much in a relationship. It's only because I've been asking the wrong guys.
Mm, mhm.
Yeah, so that helped me a lot, because I know that it's not a problem with me.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, definitely helps my self-esteem.
So you feel just a whole lot more confident, it sounds like, in just like knowing that you are good enough and not taking on so much of it as like being something about you or something wrong with
Yeah,
you.
exactly. Yeah, I always thought there was something wrong with me specifically.
Yeah, and that's huge. That's like such a huge shift.
It is. It is. Yeah, I didn't realize how a good relationship would just change a lot of things as well. Would
Yeah.
change the way I see things. Yeah.
I feel like I've noticed that actually since you found him. Like I'm like, oh, she
Really?
found this newfound confidence.
I think so. It does, because I mean, the right person will lift you up, and he really does.
Yeah. Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, if you were to give like 3 or 4 words in terms of just how you feel now in your relationship and yourself, like what would those words be?
Definitely contented is one of them. Um, Excited for the future. Um, let me see. Just happy in general. Yeah, I
Mm,
just feel happy.
love that.
Yeah.
Yay. That's awesome. That makes me happy to hear.
That's good. That's good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, like, what was your thought process that helped you to make the decision to say yes to joining the program? What played into that, and how did you get to the yes at the end?
I think it was just a long, slow process of being heartbroken, and again and again and again and again, by guys. And I read about, I'm not sure where I found your post somewhere, but I found it, and then it resonated with me, because whatever I did was like the masculine energy, the leaning forward is whatever I have been doing, and it didn't work.
Mm.
And I was tired of having to chase these kind of guys, and I wanted to be chased instead. So I decided to just do it, and I think I was worth investing into lah. Yeah, I
Yeah.
felt I was worth investing the money into.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like deciding like I'm worth it. This is my time.
yeah,
Like it's worth it to end the cycle, it sounds like.
yeah, yeah. Because I've been doing the same things and getting the same results.
Yeah, yeah. It's such a common
Yeah,
experience for the women
yeah.
who come to work with me. Yeah. And for
Mhm.
myself too, before I had done the work.
Yeah, I think I read about your story. That's why I was quite hopeful. Like
Yeah.
even even if I'm still single, I mean, it would definitely improve the way I see things and how I deal with guys.
Yeah, yeah. So the
Mm,
willingness to be like, it doesn't happen to happen right now, but like I
yeah,
know that I will be different for it. Like I'll be better for it.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. So I'd love to hear about the journey. What happened during the course of the program for you? Like, what were the biggest shifts that happened, the breakthroughs, or just like most valuable things that you started to learn and see throughout the course of the program?
Okay, I think that there's quite a lot of modules which I'm appreciative of. Although I was a little worried that I wouldn't be able to catch up, but I think I worked through them. And okay, the first thing is I appreciated how detailed they were and how many modules and how you broke them down into little bits so that it's easy to absorb. I like the detailed PDF documents that I could save so I can go over them whenever in my own time.
Mm.
Um, I love that our call sessions, it was in a small group with Sarah. And they were quite cathartic in certain scenarios because a lot of our work is around the inner child, which I have a lot of wounding, and I did not realize how bad it was until we did the calls. And I liked that you asked gentle probing questions to get to the root of why we feel the way we feel. And I ended up crying a lot of the time.
Oh.
But I felt quite released in terms of the emotions. I love that you're very empathetic and you always reiterate that we are lovable as we are, and I feel that you genuinely care about us and our well-being. And I like that you go above and beyond to help us and encourage us to reach out when we need to. And I appreciate that I had this safe space to express myself and ask for opinions and advice from you all. Yeah, I think one of the biggest breakthroughs for me was the process to clear out old wounds. That module, and we
Mhm.
had to do a lot of homework, but it helps when I wrote it down to see what exactly happened and what I could have done better. Like examples, the clearing roots of unworthiness. I think there was a previous relationship inventory, clearing the past and relationship essentials, and how to shift the belief. I wrote this down as the most important aspect for me.
Mm.
Yeah, it helps to put into clear perspective and helps me identify patterns on what happened, what went wrong, what I could have done, and what I don't want to accept anymore.
Mm.
Yeah, so my conclusion from all of this is I have always accepted less than I deserve. And yeah, and I felt very bad about it, and I do not want to do that anymore.
Yeah, yeah. So it sounds
Yeah,
like for you, like the meat of the program for you that was so valuable was the part where you were kind of digging into your past and understanding
yeah.
why things had happened the way they had and kind
Mhm.
of gaining that awareness so that you could realize like this is what I've been doing and I don't want to do that anymore. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So, thank you for sharing part of your story and your journey in the mastermind and, how things have changed for you. And,
Mhm.
there may be women who are listening right now and they're considering, joining a program. And why would you recommend that someone work with me or join one of my programs?
Oh, definitely. I think the thing I like is that it's in a small group, and I feel that I really feel I think you make me feel safe to share whatever that's on my mind without judgment. I think that's a very important thing. And I think the Facebook group helps a lot as well, like having this personalized group for us to write our fears, our worries, and then I know I'm always look forward to a very reassuring reply from you whenever I have problems. So this really this personal, what do you call it, not service lah, but yeah, I think they know what I mean. Like being able to interact with you
Yeah.
very intimately helps a lot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, Thank you so much for getting on this call with me. I know it's super early in the morning where you are. And
Yeah, no
just being
problem.
vulnerable and sharing your story. And honestly, this gives other women hope of what's possible for them, to hear
Yeah.
stories like this and to know what's possible. And I'm so excited to hear how things continue to evolve and progress for you and your new
Mhm.
relationship. So just so happy for you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm very happy too.
Yeah, thank you for being here.
Okay.